Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Carlton People, and today I've got the actual OG.
The actual OG.
like I said with Mark before, when we started the channel and there was 13 people watching videos, Mark was one of them. But
I reckon I did it.
I reckon you might have been the first person that wasn't my mum, my brother, that was actually listening to the podcast. It was just a podcast back then.
Yeah.
There was no video. Because I wasn't living here, so we finally met, which was good. This is not the first time, but welcome
Cheers.
to your episode
Cheers.
of Carlton People, mate.
It's good to be here. It's good to be here.
It's good to have you. Tell me, where did it all begin? What are your first memories? Talk to me about it.
I guess I just, got born, and then all the family went for Carlton.
Yeah.
Dad was into it. Obviously, my uncles and things like that were a big Carlton family.
Good.
So I sort of just got thrust upon it, and then, took it from there. Been loyal to them ever since. The highs, the lows, every single thing. So,
That's good. When were you born?
I'm a 92 baby.
92. So we're all the same age. We've all had the same experiences.
Yeah.
Basically, the parents and the uncles and aunties, they pass down the stories of the wonder years. And you know how many times I've heard, you guys have no idea what the premiership quarter was. I get it.
My dad used to tell me about the third quarters and things like that. I was like...
It's like, we invented the premiership quarter.
I was like, I haven't seen this. What are you talking about?
Yeah, man. Yeah. But look, we still love the club, nevertheless.
Yeah.
It probably starts from family in most cases, just because that's the environment you're born into. And then, I've heard situations where people grow up in a family of that support a certain team, and then end up changing. So the fact that you did stay, what do you love about Carlton?
It just feels like a family.
Yeah.
Just everyone's a family. Like, you talk to other Carlton people, it just feels like we're all one big thing. There's no hatred towards any other people.
Yeah.
And, it's just... Everyone's loyal to it. Everyone loves it.
Yeah.
We're just that sort of club. We're the OG. It feels like we're the OG.
Well, we are the
OGs. We are the winningest club.
We are.
So we've got that history. We've got everything about it. So it's good to be a part of it.
Yeah, I think that's generally the consensus.
Yeah.
Most successful club. We've got the history to back it up. We've got that little swagger about us as well. Even though we have been living through, not the best of times, we've still got that swagger about us, and I think that's probably what draws. And I really do think the logo, and the Guernsey, helps as well. I know I'm a Carlton supporter, but I think it's one of the better ones because we have a distinct
it's
brand.
That's what we had from the get go.
Yeah,
it hasn't really been. We had that little stage where it got redesigned a little bit, but. Before that, and now they're bringing it back to the old ways as well. It looks intimidating.
Yeah, no, it does.
And it's good.
It does.
It's good.
Talk to me about some of the early memories. Or do you remember the first time you went to the footy?
Funny enough, I don't know if people are going to be jealous. The first time I actually went to the footy was the 99 prelim final against Essendon.
Way.
Yeah.
You're old enough to kind of remember flashes.
I was 6, so it's tough, but I do remember flashes, and I remember when Carlton was going through that massive run in the fourth quarter, and you could just hear the crowd getting electric when Kuda was taking the marks and dominating the fourth and stuff. I was only 6, and because it was one of my first games, I was probably sitting there shit scared, what's going on here? But it was that's probably my very first game.
Wow. Well, you think about what that does. You're 6 years old. At the time, you start thinking about the energy in that, at the MCG on that day, and you probably, without you realising, that probably has imprinted itself into your subconscious, and that energy and excitement.
Well, that's what I feel every time I go to the G now. Every time I go to the G and watch the Blue Boys, even though it's not always going to be 100,000 people like what that was, it's just still there all the time.
I love that. I remember my first time was at Optus Oval.
Yeah.
The old Optus Oval. That was the first game I went to. It was like a random St Kilda game. I don't really remember what round or what year it was. I just remember flashes of getting on the train from Bell Station and catching it up. I don't know, little things like that. So that's cool. That's a really interesting memory. What about some of the earlier moments, or maybe not earlier, just moments that have stuck into your brain and into your memory over the years? What are some of your favourite games that we've lived through?
I'd be un-Carlton-like to, obviously say that 99 one, but I'd be very un-Carlton-like to say the 2013 elimination final, definitely the game that sticks. I mean,
The
even though
team that
that's
wasn't
recent,
supposed to be there.
It was just that game was just that's probably one of the best games I've ever been to. But then, I do remember going to games at Optus Oval, sitting up the top behind the goals, behind the cheer squad, and things like that.
The old nosebleeds.
Yeah. But used to just love going there.
No, I remember like the 2012 game against Collingwood, that Friday night game. I remember little things like that. I mean, we're pretty old, like 16, 17 at that point. So, mate, looking ahead, looking to this year, 2020, obviously time of recording this is very early in the pre-season for 2020.
Yeah.
What's going to happen this year? What do you think is going to happen? How are we tracking?
I think we're looking pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen obviously the videos and listen to the interviews and all that sort of stuff, and I'm feeling the change this season. I feel like this is the season where we obviously get Doherty back. Fingers crossed. Everything stays well. I just feel like this is where we're really going to push on now. I would, as much as I would love to say that we're going to make finals, and I really think we can. I just still think we're probably just that one little piece away. I think 2020 we are seriously going to be right up there in finals contention. Whether we make it or not, time will tell. I still think we're going to be up there though. I think we'll win, anywhere from 10 games. I think at least 8 or 9 has to be the minimum.
I agree.
This year.
It's got to be. I think at the end of the day, I think we can all agree we've got to improve. And
we won 7. We won 7 in 2019. So if we can win 9-10 games and really make a push for that last 8 spot, that's a good season. And then I think 2021 is where we could potentially do a Brisbane. And just jump straight in there.
Imagine that.
Yeah, that'd be very nice.
The city is ours again.
Oh, don't worry, it's coming. We are going to be there. I'm feeling it.
The city is ours again. Well, mate, like I said, tell you this every time. Thank you for being one of the first.
That's all right.
The first listeners and the first supporters of the channel. It's people like you that are the backbone of this.
It's good to be an OG. It's good to be there when it all started, and now I see the growth in it. Man, you got to be happy with yourself. You're doing a killer job.
Thanks, mate.
Keep it going, man.
It's all about the club. All about the club first, but it's just great because you get to meet people through this along the way. And thanks for your time.
Keep it up, man. I'm loving it.
Go the Blue Boys.
Go the Blue
My
Boys.
man.